Hello, my awesome earth signs, my Capricorns, my Virgos, my Taurus. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio. Thank you for tuning in again. So, since we have Mercury Retrograde in Pisces, a lot of people are having some difficult lessons resurface. So, I think it's time that we look at some of our emotional roots and some karmic lessons that we're learning and take a glimpse into what is unhealed. So because this spread is so heavy, I decided to bring my Inner Child Wisdom decks out, which is a Pokemon card deck that I programmed and chose each one specifically and put specific energy into each card, which I will explain a little bit in a second. And then we're going to pick from the Oracle of the Cloud Captor Clo cards. So because Mercury Retrograde brings things from the past, we're going to do an Inner Child Wisdom spread to get some messages from Spirit about what needs to be healed. So the spread is what lesson is coming back, the root of this lesson, the karmic, like the emotional root of the karmic lesson, what we should focus on learning during this lesson, or like how to break the cycle and what should be avoided. And then of course, like I said, the oracle from our inner child. So first I'm going to do a general earth spread for all the earth signs, then I'm going to do Capricorn, then I'm going to do Virgo, and then I'm going to do Taurus. And you can see that information in the description box below for the timestamp for each. I recommend that you watch your sun, moon, and rising for these. I think that a lot of these are cross-talking. And I also suggest that you listen to Pisces, because I think that we're all kind of learning this Piscean and 12th house energy. So I really feel like they have a universal message. Yeah, so also let me know how you like this spread in the comments, or thumbs up, thumbs down. And if it's thumbs down, I might not be your reader, and that's okay. And I bless your journey to find somebody who is. But for those that are part of my tarot tribe, like, these are messages that are really deep, and I hope that you accept hearing them. All right, so we're going to do earth signs in general. What lesson is coming back for earth signs? So we have War Turtle using withdraw and Tangrowth using grass knot. So about emotionally withdrawing, you're going to be emotionally withdrawing about a situation. And I think that it's, Tangrowth about grass knot, that there's some sort of like knot that has happened in your growth. Like you really, knot yourself up and emotionally withdraw from things that, like, you see emotions as too tangly, too messy to deal with, so you just emotionally withdraw from them and like tie a knot at the end and don't really emotionally process a lot of what's going on. Wow. I mean, can we get more earthy than that? Let's see. Its vine grows so profusely that in the warm season, you can't even see its eyes. Yeah, so you super duper withdraw. This is all about emotionally withdrawing. What is the emotional root of this karmic lesson? That was fast. Data check and submission. So the root, we had submission. Someone else had that. Cancer had it. I'm going to choke using submission. Oh, I forgot to tell you how I program these decks. So if a card comes in reverse, it's using the lower attack. If it has one attack and it's in reverse, it's the only attack that it has, but that energy in reverse. Okay, and then also information can come from the type of Pokemon that it is and the artwork as well. But anyway, so we have about some sort of fight where you just sort of submit, and it's about data check. So it could be, I have a feeling that, like, the root of it, and because it's, okay, I'm going to say it how I'm feeling it, because this is coming in heavy. You emotionally withdraw from situations and tie the knot at the end, and I feel like, many people are going to be stimulating in this within you, that instead of emoting, you want to emotionally withdraw, and it's because you're like emotions have no validity. There's no data. It's not real data, and you want other people to submit, or maybe you you submit in those things because you don't want to emotionally process your data. All right, what should be focused on during this lesson to learn the lesson or to break the cycle? What should be focused on for all earth signs? What should be focused on to learn the lesson or break the cycle? Wow. Strong energy and power gem. Like, hey, like you need to be super strong about this. You need to put some effort into it. And with power gem, I have a feeling, one, this is protect your third eye chakra, and two, get on your crystal game. Get some crystals around you and surround yourself with really strong energy for protection, and ones that can help you emote, that can help you emotionally process. I suggest some aquamarine, some tourmaline, some tiger's eye, things to help all of your chakras, but especially like emotional processing can be throat chakra, like heart chakra, throat chakra. So greens and blues. So yeah, you really need to be strong about this and get on that. And also this is being strong, and also this fighting energy in reverse. So like, it doesn't have to be a fight about this. Like, you can still be strong and not fight about it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to fight back your emotions. You can still be strong in feeling your emotions and processing them. Like, going through, like, emotionally withdrawing is not being strong. Okay? What should be avoided during this cycle? What should be avoided during this cycle? Psyduck stampede. Okay, so don't go overboard with the emotions. Like, you don't want an emotional stampede about things, and you don't want to... I have a feeling it's like you don't want to let it all out. You know, it's Psyduck energy in reverse. So, you know, Psyduck is known for literally emotionally withdrawing until it hits that point, and then Psyduck sort of explodes in this crazy wave of like over emotional and psychic energy. Okay, so that's what you want to avoid, is letting it all out. I think that you need to be focusing on very healthy ways of not emotionally withdrawing, but being able to, you know, let things out without it being like a fucking Psyduck crazy stampede, headache, psychic water attack. You know what I mean? All right, what is the oracle card for Earth signs? Wow, the sword. Everybody's getting this. So this is about like taking off the shackles to talk. Like the water signs got this too, and somebody in the two of the air signs did as well. This is a huge message, is like, you need to talk about it, like realizing what is not being talked about, like what ropes are around the sword, because, you know, sword is about communication. So we are going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorns, let's take a look. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising as well. What does Capricorn... Okay, so what lesson is coming back from Capricorn during this Mercury retrograde? Full heal. So something maybe that you think that you're full healed about, or something about a lesson perhaps that that needs to be fully healed. Something that you've been working on healing for a while. Scorpio got this card as well. What is the emotional root to this karmic lesson? Kakuna, hide in reverse. So this is about not hiding something. Don't go into Kakuna mode and, you know, wrap yourself around and shut yourself out from the rest of the world. Like, do not hide from this. And that's the emotional root, is that like you're used to hiding, and the root is that you need to not hide. What should be focused on to learn this lesson or to break this cycle? You know what? I'm interested in this. Okay. While awaiting evolution, it hides from predators under leaves in nooks of branches. So I also have a thing, like, this lesson is coming back because it needs to be fully healed. And it, like, the root of it is this evolutionary process. Like, you have not fully evolved. Like, you think that you're fully healed from this. You're not, because you haven't, become the Beedrill. You're still in that, like, pupate state. What should Capricorn... Oh. So, in order to focus, like, what to focus on and to learn this or to break this cycle is drool in reverse. So I'll have to say this is the weed Pokemon. So avoid that energy. And also, like, drool in reverse is not becoming Twitter-pated by someone. Like when Bambi and Thumper and Flower, see girls for the first time, that stupid ass energy. Like, don't do that. Don't get drawn in by that appeal where you're just like drooling over whatever this is. And let's see what it says. The honey it drools from its mouth smells so atrocious it can curl noses more than a mile away. So it's that energy in reverse. Like, keep yourself in distance of whatever this like smell is that is very smelly, very stinky. Like, it's like not good for me. Interesting. Yeah, know it. Like, you don't be fooled. Don't drool over it. What should be avoided during this lesson? During this cycle? What should be avoided during this cycle? Whoa, a lot. What should Capricorn avoid during this cycle? I thought I saw another one flip up. Okay. So we have 4. We have Cloyster using Sudden Grip. We have Loudred using Stomp. We have Great Ball in reverse and Stunkfish using Muddy Water. So what to be avoided is, if this is a person, it's someone who comes and like really has an emotional grip on you. Like, they really try to emotionally latch very quickly. It's a sudden grip, and it's a water card, could be a water sign. And Loudred using Stomp, maybe someone who kind of like throws fits, and is very loud and talkative, and they really, speak loudly and clearly. And this has like a very watery influence on you, and like it suddenly grips your emotions as well. And about Great Ball and Muddy Water, so it might be someone that like you don't see as great, and that they didn't catch you or you didn't catch them. Like, it could be someone that you've had a disconnect with before. And like it was Muddy Water, like one Stunkfish, so like we have some like stank ass energy, you know what I mean? I think Aquarius got this as well. One other sign did. So it was definitely an air sign if you want to check back at those readings, maybe if you're cross watching. But like, avoid that person, especially because Muddy Water, like, their emotional energy is unclear. Or maybe your emotional energy is unclear. Like, this Muddy Water aspect, like, it's someone who really messes with your emotional realm. And I know in the general earth it was like, don't emotionally withdraw, but be very careful of this energy though. All right. What is the oracle for Capricorn? What is the inner child oracle message from Spirit for Capricorn? Whoa. You have a lot coming out for you, Capricorn. The erase. So I think that this is like, realize that you don't have to erase whatever this is. You don't have to forget about it, but I do think that this is a cycle that needs some full healing. Like, do not think that you can erase it. You need to heal whatever this is, and withdrawing, hiding is not going to help it. It's not going to help it. So just know it's not going to go away until you learn the lesson. Okay, Capricorns, let me know how that was. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave me a comment. Subscribe, of course. That would always be appreciated. And we are going to move on to Virgo. Hello, Virgos. Let's see what lesson is coming back for Virgo. What lesson is coming back for Virgos? We have Rhyhorn using Takedown, and we have Illumise in reverse using Quick Attack. So I think Scorpio had this as well. And then Aquarius had this as well. So you might want to look at those if you're cross-watching. But it could be a Twin Flame Soulmate connection that is like in reverse. And using Quick Attack. So it's something that is like happening very quickly, perhaps, and the lesson that's returning is like a fighting situation about takedown. So it might be a person that's coming back where you guys consistently fight and someone feels the need to take down the other for some reason. It's like every time you fight, you can't agree to disagree, like someone really needs to take the other person down. And it's this Illumise energy in reverse. And it says, like, the fragrance attracts a swarm of volbeats. So they draw over 200 patterns in the night sky. Oh, no. Scorpio got volbeat. I forget who else got Illumise. It was one of the air signs. If you're cross-watching, go ahead and check it out. But anyway, so, like, you could be dealing with that. But I think that this is someone who might, like, it comes at you fast too. It's like Takedown, which is a charging sort of energy, and Quick Attack, which is very, very focused. So let's see, what's the emotional root of this karmic lesson for Virgo? What is the emotional root of this karmic lesson? Ooh. Well, that's quite a lot, but let's do it. So it doesn't seem like emotional, but it's a burning energy with Bug Hunch in reverse, Revitalizer, and Scraggy using Skin Shed. Interesting. So the emotional root, it's like, it's not necessarily about like the emotionality. It looks like, I think it's about when emotions are like in reverse, that kind of energy of not emoting properly because of too much burning energy. And burning I take as, like all encompassing, this like really out of whack passion where the emotions are off and the burning energy is off. Like fire energy is positive. Burning energy, like you want to have fire with someone. You don't want to get burned by someone. So this is about some sort of like, because it's burning, you're very, very passionate about it. You feel that it like really gets in your loins and like, you know what I mean? This takedown energy, it's like you just want to take these people down because this fire comes up. And when the fire comes up, your emotions get like wonky. And Cricket's hot with Bug Hunch in reverse, Revitalizer, and like for this, to me, a lot of signs have gotten both of these. And Bug Hunch in reverse, this is like you don't even know when it's coming. You don't get a signal. It just fucking happens. Like, because it's an emotional root, it could be something from like early childhood or a pattern that you've been continuously repeating in your life. Like you don't know when this fire is about to arise, this burning energy. And like the Revitalizer, like the root, you might turn to drink or drugs. You know what I mean? Like this card has popped up multiple times, and we're in Pisces season, and it's Mercury Retrograde. Like a lot of regressive, darker sides of Pisces behavior is coming out. And I have a feeling a lot of it is, you know, drugs and alcohol, of this like substance of what we think like revitalizes us, and scraggy shed skin. So this is some dark energy and shed skin. So it could be also addicted to like sex, of, you know, who you're shedding your skin with, you know, and getting down to that. And also the emotional root. Like this could also be maybe like an emotional root of shed skin, of some negative dark energy that happened to you, you know, when you were naked. So, you know, it could have some like sexual implications as well. So, and also I think the root is that like you need to shed your skin of this. Like this is a cycle that is continuously happening. You know what I mean? You consistently have it, and then you shed your skin, and then it happens again and you shed your skin. Let's see what you should focus on. What should Virgo focus on to learn this lesson or break this cycle? Electric energy, Lampet using mirror, Mr. Mime using mimic, and Golbat in reverse using acrobatics. So, let's see. So there's some sort of like action that you really need to take. I think this is really important, and this indicates the solar plexus chakra, which is the one of creative self-expression and creating, and you know, sense of self, you know. So one, I think you should focus on bringing yellow into your life. Focus on your on that chakra. Surround yourself with like yellow crystals and stuff. Surround yourself with yellow energy. But also we have mirror, and mimic together with Lampert and Mr. Mime. So like there is some psychic energy perhaps about like a twin flame soulmate, maybe with the mirror. But you know, like mimic and mirror, can it get any more clear? Like there is some double energy going on here. And it's about like psychic and fairy. So it could be about, you know, grounding yourself to that sort of energy, like ground yourself when it comes to the psychic energy and the fairy energy. But also like mirror and mimic, I think that in a creative project, what you should be focused on maybe is like people that you're copying or people who are copying you. Like be wary of that as well, and maybe like rage that is, or burning energy, whatever that is, like considered part of that. And acrobatics in reverse, the Golbat, I have a feeling it's, you know, get some exercise. What you should focus on is, you know, releasing that energy through like dynamic action of creative projects and self-expression, and some acrobatics, working out and things like that. And like mirror and mimic. So maybe something that can help you is like looking in the mirror and, you know, like watching yourself, or something like that. Or maybe, okay, so when this, yeah, all right, so this is something that can help you to break this cycle, is this cycle that you're going through of this like aggression, sort of that burning energy that comes out where you like take other people down, and it's a quick attack, you know, like you don't get the bug hunch, you don't even know when it's coming. You need to practice and look in the mirror and like do exercises for yourself, like, you know, like express yourself, look in the mirror and talk to yourself, and, you know, pretend that you're having these kinds of conversations when you do get those triggers, so that you can kind of like program yourself to mimic yourself. So that way, when that arises, you can't, you know, you already have like a neuron pathway of how to deal with this sort of energy, and how you want to, you know, do the acrobatics to put on a performance that is not this energy, you know, practice. Wow, my voice is My throat is getting so dry. All right, what should be avoided for Virgo? What should be avoided in this cycle or this lesson? What should be avoided? What should Virgo avoid? Mr. Mime trick. Interesting. So it's like, don't trick people. Like this mimic, this mirror energy of like practicing, don't do it to trick somebody. Don't do it like that you're pretending. You know what I mean? Be authentic. Express yourself. Do not, you really need to focus on like this self-expression of who you are. Don't put on a show. Don't trick. Like Mr. Mime says, it is adept at conning people. It is said to be able to create walls out of thin air by miming. Like, don't put up these fake barriers. Don't make stuff up. Like, you really need to focus on truly expressing how you are. Practice doing that so that way you don't shut down so much when you have this fiery energy and that you just want to take people down. Like, don't, when you practice, you know, how to healthily navigate this, don't make something up. You know, like you can create an alter ego to help you with this, which on the positive side, that's what this is. You know, like we manifest things into our reality like Mr. Mime does. But, you know, you don't want to like gaslight people or lie to them about it. You know, you don't want to trick them. Don't create like a false narrative. Like really focus on expressing. Okay, let's see what the oracle from your inner child says. The mist. So it could be about someone that you're missing, first of all, but also like the mist. I have a feeling like mist over this burning energy, like that can help you is imagining a calming mist covering you, or you know, like you know how mist it's calming and it's a lot of water, but it's just cooling, it's refreshing. So let it run on you like that. Like let the calmness come on you like a mist. And because mist is water, like let a little bit of water, you know, extinguish that burn. Okay, my dear Virgos, let me know how you like that. Thumbs up, comments, like, subscribes. It's all appreciated. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy I can send back to you. Okay, love you, Virgos. Have a good rest of Pisces season. Now we're going to take a look at my sweet Taurus. Let me drink some water, damn. All right. For Taurus, what lesson is coming back for Taurus? That's too much. I did see that slack off in there. So, a little bit of sleepy energy maybe. What lesson is coming back? Only 1 to 3 cards for Taurus. Shinx, flop, fiddle around, and mumble. Yeah, I mentioned slack off, so sleepy energy. We have Drowsy, the dream Pokemon, and Apom using fiddle around and Shinx using flop. This is definitely a lesson about sort of maybe some laziness, some lassitude of, you know, not taking a lot of action. Also, because we have Drowsy using mumble, this can be about not not speaking our words clearly, not finding our inner voice, you know, the throat chakra and the third eye chakra of, you know, really needing to speak clearly about things. And it could also be a person coming back around that maybe you used to fool around with. This can also be, you know, general stagnation of, yeah, you're just fiddling around like fiddle fart, okay? But it could be someone, because there's, you know, multiple people in here. It could be, you know, fooling around with someone or with multiple people. And also because the rainbow is in here, I did specifically program LGBTQA plus energy in here. So it could be sort of maybe like a queer relationship that you've been in of someone that you fooled around with. And Shinx, flop, using flop of just kind of like, like turning over and, you know, like giving up, just sort of like, I don't care. And I was interested in what Drowsy says. If you think you had a good dream, but you can't remember it, a drowsy has probably eaten it. So if it's a person, I have a feeling it's someone who kind of like eats your fucking dreams, you know? And also, I think, you know, this is about maybe what you can, about yourself. Like, are you not actively going towards your dreams? You know, are you just fooling around and flopping over instead of, you know, chasing your dreams? Are you letting a drowsy eat your dreams? What's the emotional root to this karmic lesson? What is the emotional root to this karmic lesson? Shroomish, worry seed. So, it could be someone maybe that you've done shrooms with, or that you smoked weed with in the past or the present. Some sort of maybe drug connection, or a realization that you had on a trip or while you were high or something like that, you know? But also it could be the root, like about illusion or delusion, you know, or about worrying about something, worrying seed. So it could also be with someone that you've worried about some sort of pregnancy, or had those sorts of scares, or you recognize that that person like brings that energy into your life of worrying over the seed. And, you know, the root is about, you know, looking into the waters, looking at the reflection. Let's see what the message says. I wonder if I would look a little cuter with a beautiful flower. Okay, I've never heard any of the cards do a quote of what the Pokemon would say, but also I think the root is, you know, like judging yourself, of looking in the water, like about worrying too much about the physical, about what you look like, and that sort of like validation of looking cute, you know, or looking a certain way. And that is at a root of this lesson that's happening. What should Taurus focus on to learn this lesson or break this cycle? Psychic energy in reverse, stampede energy in reverse. So what you should focus on is like, you know, the Psyduck energy in reverse. Like Psyduck in general, you know, is a psychic type, psychic water. And when it's waters, its emotions get so built up, it has like this crazy fucking psychic attack that like wipes out everything around it. You know, it's like an emotional explosion that causes a huge psychic rift. And like you really need to focus on that balance of not like psychically exploding with this like water stampede, this emotional stampede. What should be avoided during this cycle? What should Taurus avoid during this cycle? What should Taurus avoid during this cycle? What should Taurus avoid, please? Oh. So we have Volbeat in reverse using Signal Beam. Someone else had this. I think it might have been Scorpio. Slack Off came out. Remember, I like saw it earlier. Slack Off in reverse, Big Yawn in reverse, and Greedy Dice. So what to avoid is, one, someone who tries to beam you in. Like this is a Soulmate Twin Flame card with Illumise, and a lot of signs got Illumise. I think Capricorn might have. Yeah, Capricorn did, and so did Scorpio, and I think maybe one of the air signs. But anyway, someone who can really draw you in, someone who can use Signal Beam to reel you in. Like this says, it communicates with others by lighting up its rear end at night. It loves Illumise's sweet aroma. Like this is, you know, like you're really attracted to Illumise, and also kind of like lighting up the booty, you know, like really putting it out there. Either someone that does that to you or you doing that to someone. Also, Big Yawn energy in reverse, Slack Off in reverse. Like really avoid being lazy about this and being sleepy. And Greedy Dice, don't get greedy. I feel like there might be some like money situation or something. And also, you know, in general, Greedy and Slack Off, we'll say it, sloth. Like don't have that sloth energy in you. You know, it's one of the 7 deadly sins. And also avoid greedy people. All right, let's see the oracle. What's the inner child oracle for Taurus? What? Oh. The Mist. Interesting. Virgo just got that too. So, one, I think it might be about someone that you do miss, like someone that you're missing. If this is a person, that's your confirmation. Also, the Mist is like letting very light emotional energy hit you, you know, like just a mist of this water, a mist of that. And also be careful of any sort of missed opportunities because of this sort of like stagnant energy, okay? All right, Taurus, let me know how this was with thumbs up, comments, likes, subscribes are always appreciated, as you know, and I hope to see you again for another reading, and enjoy the rest of Pisces season. Mwah, I love you. Bye-bye.